Hello, everyone. I am coming here to share my experiences with questioning my Catholic faith. Something I've been thinking about. Yeah, I've been thinking about for a long time, but um, I kind of started really thinking about it in the last couple weeks. A couple of things that that there was something kind of big that popped into my head that I kind of wanted to share. Um, but I'm going to start with a couple small things that were kind of something that I've kind of heard. Um, a lot of people say that with questioning their faith, that they put it on the shelf and you'll figure it out. Um, Probably about 10th grade, 11th grade, whenever it was that I went through confirmation, was in the confirmation class. And a lot of the stuff we were learning, I had already learned all this stuff. I was at a Catholic high school from 8th grade to 12th grade. So all of this stuff I had already learned. So I kind of felt like this was pointless to go over it again. This is just a review. That, though, I could handle. There were a lot of kids in class who were just, I kind of thought at the time, just really immature. Now, I got diagnosed in 2008 with a nonverbal learning disorder, which is similar to Asperger's or being on the spectrum. And so there's a lot of not understanding social cues, nonverbal communication. A lot of the stuff that they were doing, I probably would say, okay, is some of it's kind of funny, maybe not appropriate in confirmation class, but okay, can be kind of funny. But as a 16-year-old, I just thought these kids are immature. None of them want to be here. And I was at the point where I'm like, I don't want to go because, number one, like I said, I'm not learning anything. But also, number two, it's like I'm feeling like a lot of these kids are just acting up. Um, and I talked to my parents about this, and they had talked with the woman who's in charge of it, and she was encouraging my parents, tell Megan she needs to continue to come back. We need more people like her coming to class. And I don't think that me being there is going to teach these kids to be more mature. I don't think I'm going to be a good example. I probably look like this nerd who people tease. So, okay, I go through it, whatever. Life goes on. I do join the choir at church for the Saturday mass, which is supposed to be most Catholic churches, their Saturday masses are the contemporary mass, more familiar music, more kind of upbeat and fun music. And the director, she had a daughter that was the same age as my sister, so she knows what high school and college kids are like, that they are busy. So after a few years, I graduate and she decides that she needed to step back. Completely respect that. And they get a new director. Um, I think that's what they're called, or conductor, whatever it is. And I know that you get someone new in charge, they're going to do things differently. But I thought that they would have at least kept the music style similar, because people are coming to the Saturday mass because it's familiar music and we weren't singing familiar music. One day I'd taken a nap before mass, or before we had to be there, and overslept. Oh, I had a few choice words, so I get there and I'm like, "Oh my God, everyone, I'm sorry. I'm late. Can I still sing?" And everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, that's fine." Well, the director's like, "Megan, need to talk to you." Pulls me aside and basically tells me I can't sing with the choir until I can commit to coming to the Wednesday evening practices and in being the practice on Saturday on time. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, number one, this maybe isn't the best time to be doing that. You should have called me and either told me on the phone or pulled me aside after mass once everyone's left. I- it's like I'm being scolded in front of the class. And if she would have found a better way of handling it, I think I maybe would have understood. But I kind of wanted to say to her, you have a 20 something who's excited to be at church, and you're telling her you can't sing in the choir anymore. I would think you would want her to be there. That was, I think, my first crack in my faith. Um, I think what really started cracking though, like making like the shelf start falling, was my marriage falling apart and having the Catholic therapist tell me, "You didn't give your husband enough sex." And I kind of knew then that we had different opposite ends of the spectrum when it came to the bedroom. Um, but that made me feel so worthless. That if you want to keep people in the faith, the world isn't so black and white. There are shades of gray. And not everyone's going to fit into this nice, neat box. Um, so you know what, church, get with the program. But something I had kind of heard, I don't know where, something on YouTube, but it's talking about like things that like Greek mythology, what they believed. And we all think, okay, that's kind of crazy looking at it now. But then you think the Virgin Mary was visited, was it God or one of his angels, and said, God's going to impregnate you. Poof, and you're pregnant. That sounds a lot like some of the Greek mythology. So, is this, did this actually happen? Or is it mythology? And you know what? I love the teachings of Jesus. I'm just questioning, did all of this happen? So I know this is kind of a quick video, but I hope anyone who watches this, I hope you enjoyed it, that you learned something. And if you have anything to add with what I said, please leave a comment. Thank you.